n drops of a liquid, each with surface energy E, joins to form a single drop. Now, energy absorbed or released in the process delta Q is equal to change in surface energy. If delta E is positive, then energy is absorbed in the process. If delta E is negative, then energy is released in the process. Now, if I consider surface tension of liquid is capital T and radius of smaller drop is small r, radius of bigger drop is capital R. If I am assuming the given liquid is incompressible and no evaporation is taking place in the process, then volume of bigger drop must be equal to sum of volume of individual drops. Then 4 by 3 pi capital R cube is equal to n into 4 by 3 pi small r cube, implies capital R equal to n to the power of 1 by 3 into small r. Now surface energy of smaller drop is given as capital E. Then I can write capital E is equal to T into 4 pi r square, where 4 pi r square is the surface area of smaller drop. And surface energy of bigger drop E naught should be equal to T into 4 pi capital R square, which I can write as T into 4 pi n to the power of 2 by 3 into small r square, which is equal to n to the power of 2 by 3 into E. Now initial surface energy EI is nothing but surface energy of sum of all individual drops, that is equal to NE. Final surface energy at the end of process is nothing but surface energy of bigger drop, that will be n to the power of 2 by 3 into E. Then delta Q is equal to delta E is EF minus EI, which is equal to E into n to the power of 2 by 3 minus n. Number of droplets n will be always greater than 1, implies n to the power of 2 by 3 will be less than n. Then delta Q is negative value. This implies energy is released in the process. So right answer for the given question is option 2.